wanna play, I wanna sing my song. I just wanna run and not be gone too long, 'cause this time is precious still. I wanna keep it close to me. I'm wishing on a star to make more time to see. You can always dream, you can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. You can always dream, no one's taken that from you. Only you can see it through, just like the way you do. So feed it from your soul and weigh it from both sides. The fulcrum and the tides will give direction that you'll know. You can always dream, you can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. When you make the time, it's a game of give and take. When the balance is at stake, you need to take a look inside. Look deep into your heart and remember how it feels. It's where the answer lies and tells you what is real. You can always dream, you can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for
Hello, Celebration Center, and welcome. My name is Stephanie Snow, and I am a board member here at the center, and this morning I'm your host. If you're online, please say hi in the chat so we can appreciate your virtual presence. If you're in the room, please silence your cell phones, but you can leave them on to join the online chat. This gathering is being recorded and will be available online. We have a wonderful service planned for you. Please join me in thanking our awesome tech crew, Ivor, who makes this all possible. As a matter of fact, you may have noticed we're a little bit late because Ivor was here wrestling some technology to the ground, and he won. So here we are. And our guest speaker is Nellie Louth. The title of her talk is Hang In, Hang On, Hang Out. We're hanging today. And Lynn will be joining us with videos. So now I would like to tell you to get ready for our first song with Lynn on video, and you can sing along if you want.
Going to sing Thank You for This Day, which is adapted from the Native American tradition by Karen Drucker. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for the earth, Spirit, thank you for the earth. Thank you for the earth, Spirit, thank you for the earth. The beauty of the earth. The beauty of the earth. Thank you for this life, Spirit, thank you for this life. Thank you for this life, Spirit, thank you for this life. I'm grateful 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 for this life.
Thank you, technology, for coming through. And now I would like to read our vision statement together. Awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Let's breathe together. We can breathe in, hold, breathe out. In, hold, out. Our reading today is from Mary Oliver. It's from her book, A Thousand Mornings, and the title of this poem is I Happen to Be Standing. I don't know where prayers go or what they do. Do cats pray while they sleep, half asleep in the sun? Does the possum pray as it crosses the street? The sunflowers, the old black oak, growing older every year. I know I can walk through the world, along the shore or under the trees, with my mind filled with things of little importance, in full self-attendance, a condition I can't really call being alive. I'm going to read that again. That I know I can walk through the world, along the shores or under the trees, with my mind filled with things of little importance, in full self-attendance, a condition I can't really call being alive. Is a prayer a gift or a petition, or does it matter? The sunflowers blaze, maybe that's their way. Maybe the cats are sound asleep, maybe not. While I was thinking this, I happened to be standing just outside my door with my notebook open, which is the way I begin every morning. Then a wren in the privet began to sing. He was positively drenched in enthusiasm. I don't know why, and yet why not? I wouldn't persuade you from whatever you believe or whatever you are doing. That's your business. But I thought of the wren singing. What could this be if it isn't a prayer? So I just listened, my pen in the air. Now let's see. And now I have a prayer from Ernest Holmes, his book, This Thing Called You. I cleanse the windows of my mind, that it may become a mirror, reflecting inspiration from the Most High. I do this not with strenuous effort, but through quiet contemplation, through gently reaching and affirming an inward recognition. Today, I walk in the pathway of inspiration. I know exactly what to do in every situation. There is an inspiration within me which governs every act, every thought, with certainty, with conviction, and in peace. The key that unlocks the treasures of the kingdom of good is in my hand. I unlock the doorway of my consciousness and gently open it, that the divine presence may flood my whole being with light, illumine my being with its radiant glow, and direct my footsteps into the pathway of peace and joy. And so it is. And I want to remind you that you can make a prayer request online or here on the little green card. And practitioners are here to pray with you after service. And now for our second song.
Everything I need to know about what lies before me. Everything I need to know about what lies before me is available to me. Available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to do about what lies before me. Everything I need to do about what lies before me is available to me. Available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need for strength about about what lies before me, everything I need for strength. About what lies before me is available to me. It's available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need for peace. About what lies before me, everything I need for peace. About what lies before me is available to me. Available to me through the mind of God within me. Is available to me through the mind of God within me.
And now, let me get my papers organized. Time for our community greeting. Please turn to your neighbors and tell them, I see God in you, I see good in you, or something else. Oh, that was a good one. I see the one soul in all of us. Okay. And now it's time for Nellie Louth, our beloved speaker. What I love about Nellie is she just brings you into her presence, her world, and it's a beautiful world. When I asked her for some words, she said, lover of all beings without exception. And she is a spiritual pilgrim. Go, Nellie. Please welcome her.
Hi, good morning. Hi to all my friends at this incredible Sangha of high beings, beings who have been dedicated to the path of peace and joy and consciousness. Thanks for having me. I am thrilled to be here. You have no idea. Preparing for a talk, preparing for a call, preparing for the satsangs that I facilitate or my classes. It's always so good for me. It's very selfish. It keeps my mind coming back into the sanctuary and heart of my soul, to the sanctuary in the heart of the one. So I bless you all. And we're going to begin with a nice deep breath. We're going to do the breath that Stephanie, isn't she sweet and gentle? And Stephanie was doing a simple breath with us. We're going to start with this breath. You're going to take a deep breath in. And then when you release it, you're going to say, oh my God. Take a deep breath. Oh my God. And another deep breath. Oh my God. And one last time. Oh my God. I do that because I feel we really need to release all the moments our breath has been caught, that we've taken that breath of shock. When we've been confronted with sounds and scenes that are indescribable. There's a part of us that needs to really release that today. And we need to release it moment to moment. I need to be present to all that is happening. And of course, in particular, to this war and to the world that is on this brink always of choosing peace or not. This, oh my God, could be a moment of anger. Oh my God. It can be, of course, a moment of sorrow or compassion for 140 girls in a school. Oh my God. For the servicemen and women who didn't know that was the target. Oh my God. Until the 3 words, oh my God, become the supplication to the one. Oh my God. It's as if it's not so much, my God, why have you forsaken me? It is, my God. I am in you and you are in me. So the title of my talk that we're beginning with this, oh my God. It would take a miracle to bring joy into a joyless place. It would take a miracle to bring peace into the middle of so much war. It would take a miracle to bring compassion in the center of anger and attack. It would take a miracle, and thank God you're here. You're the miracle. You are the miracle. So where did I get this title? I have no idea. Hang in, hang on, hang out. Over the coming months, and possibly longer, you're going to have to do a lot of practice. So let's begin with hang in. Of course, hang in means never, never, never give up. Never give up on all the work you've done, all the interior structures you've built, the infrastructure built on love and compassion and mercy and understanding. You've been building a sanctuary on the ground of truth. All of us have been doing that. So we don't want to give up and in a moment imagine it would fall down or collapse. So you might feel in the past 2 weeks a great sense of being overwhelmed or shocked. And you might say, I'm devastated. I've said that many times, but I don't put a period after the word devastated. I don't say, I am devastated, period. I say, oh, I'm devastated. And I'm so grateful for the teachings that help me go beyond. Help me be here, present, alive, and willing to transform and be a transforming agent. So you have to hang in. You have to keep hanging in by finding ways to take that period off of I'm brokenhearted. My heart's broken. And I remember the universal presence in all beings without exception on all sides of all conflicts. So we're going to hang in together. We're going to hang in and persevere, which is one of the great perfections of what we cultivate in order to be an awakened mind. In Buddhism, the perfection of perseverance is one of the 6 perfections that we cultivate, persevere. We're going to have to persevere. We're going to have to hang in and hang on. Now, hanging on is not so that you can stay in the seat on a roller coaster. I don't want you to stay in the seat on a roller coaster. Forget that. You want to hang on to the self with a capital S. Hang on to the truth with all your might. You want to hang on to the feet of the Guru. In the tradition that I have been studying, called Advaita or non-duality, which pervades all the different traditions. There's one truth, one reality behind all of this. The many are in the one, and the one is in the many. We are taught and we practice this idea that I have to hang on to the feet of the teacher, the master. I hang on to the feet. I come into the hall, for example, where the master is sitting in traditional times. And I get on my knees and I put my head to the ground. I do a prostration, which represents I'm putting my head down at your feet. I'm going to lay aside all my ideas, opinions, of which I have many, interpretations, never ending. I'm going to lay it all down. I'm a bhakti. I love devotion to God. I love devotion to the teachers. And there are so many. So what you're going to hang on to is the foot of the guru, the foot of the teachers. Sometimes I have imagined literally when I do my walks through the woods here in Charlottesville. Yesterday I did 2 walks through the woods. And sometimes I imagine that here at my head are the feet of a teacher or a friend who's been a mentor, and at their head is the guru, the enlightened master. We do that in order to invoke in you your own enlightened self, the enlightened too, you like it, the enlightened mind. So you're going to hang in. You're going to persevere and you're going to hang on. Not to your opinions, not to what's happening. Hang on to the unmoving, indestructible heart of compassion, mercy, and love. That's big. Because then you're going to hang out. So right now we're hanging out together. We're hanging out in a satsang. We're choosing to be in groups with like-minded beings who encourage us, who say things like, I see the one soul in you, as Stephanie shared. I behold the Christ in you. Namaskarams, shalom, assalamu alaikum. Sat Shri Akal. So many ways to greet each other. We hang out with the truth and with other beings, but you need to know you're hanging out with your thoughts. And you need to do a lot of clutter cleaning in the coming months and perhaps longer. You need to clutter clean the mind. There are too many old thoughts from the past. We're not reliving history. We are living in the moment and in the present. And you want to hang out with good thoughts. We all know how algorithms work. Some of you better than me. So I have been known to scroll on YouTube. And if I open this screen and watch this show or this program, all of a sudden I have a whole lot of other shows and I can go on for hours and I go brain dead. I may as well drink a bottle of vodka. It's so intoxicating. And so I learned about algorithms. Recently, obviously, I've been seeking for videos about peaceful beings like Peace Pilgrim. Long before our venerable monks took the walk for peace that began in October and ended February 11th, and they came to Annapolis February 12th, there was Peace Pilgrim. She began January 1st, 1953. And she walked from coast to coast over 25,000 miles, wearing a tunic and a little outfit. She had a toothbrush. She carried no money. She had this awakening that she would walk for peace until the world disarmed. For 28 years, she did that. She's still here with us, even if the body's not. all the great masters. You want to hang out with them. And as I watched the documentary about Peace Pilgrim, reacquainting myself with her, I'd heard of her many years, many peace pilgrims came into my mind. I'm hanging in. I'm persevering with the teachings. I'm hanging on. I'm hanging on to the foot of the guru and the masters. It's like taking refuge, isn't it? In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. And I'm hanging out with all these teachers from different traditions. I listened to a great teaching by Almas. He created what's called the diamond approach. What I'm sharing with you is all of a sudden you open to the goodness that is happening, that you are actually hanging out with a lot of beings who have gone beyond. They're here with us now, especially now. Our friend Pema Chodron, the Western Buddhist monk, Pema Chodron, said and teaches us, so war and peace start in the human heart. Whether that heart is open or whether that heart closes has global implications. Whether the heart opens or closes has global implications. If it closes, it's a crucifixion. If it opens, it's a resurrection. And that's our choice. You may not feel it's enough, thoughts and prayers. But I promise you, your mind is that powerful. Your thoughts do have global implication. And as we come together around all these teachings, this hanging out together, as we hang in and hang on, we strengthen the resolve to say, I'm supposed to be here. Under pressure, pushing down on me, pushing down on you, no man asked for. Under pressure, bringing buildings down, splitting families apart, putting people on the streets. Yes, we remember Freddie Mercury and Queen. Under pressure, because you're feeling so much pressure. And what's going to happen? The best and the worst is going to come out. You're going to freak out and do all the bad habits. And you're going to cultivate and choose once again peace, love, mercy. That's why we're alive. The war begins in a mind with murderous thoughts. And many, many, many of our sisters and brothers don't remember that. And we're all feeling this terrible pressure. So February 12th, these monks are in Annapolis, and February 28th, we bombed Iran. But the peace walk, of course, has to continue in whatever tradition you follow. Freddie Mercury, right, begins with this incredible word, pressure. So the pressure's on. But we've got it. We've got this. I'm in for the long haul. I'm not giving up now. I'm not going to come this far to give up and to leave the company of all the enlightened beings of all traditions and all times. It would kill me. Oh, you could kill the body, but not the soul, not the mind. I want to keep hanging on to the feet of the Guru. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. I want to hang in and persevere day to day. I watch my mind go out and I go, oh, and bring it back. And I want to hang out with you and all beings on all sides of this conflict. I came up with these words. Under pressure, calling all to love, and all to peace. This is our time. Pressure brings power to love, brings power to peace. It's why we're alive. Ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Why don't we give love one more chance? That's why we're here. I facilitated a conference call, and I shared with the callers an image I often have of what it means to carry a body and the ego and the burden of that. And I'd been a scuba diver. I love scuba diving. I used to love it. Being from Florida, I had access to a beautiful ocean in the Keys. And when you're on the surface and you put on a wetsuit, and all the equipment of the tank and the regulator, the mask, and you pull that hood up, and then you put the flippers on. Now try to walk around on the surface wearing that equipment. That's the burden of the ego. Under pressure, let that burden go, so you will know all is well. You got to take off the heavy wetsuit. You have to take off the burden of a body that's destructible and corruptible and not worry about it and say, oh no, the I am that is within is also within every schoolgirl in a school in Iran, as well as those that pushed the Tomahawk. They're in the KC-135. They're in the Ukraine and Russia. They're in detention centers and they're in ICE. The same I am is in all beings without exception. And that takes a tremendous amount of pressure to break through the surface of what appears to be an indescribable obstacle. Do you understand? The pressure of an extraordinary plant, tiny little mustard seed that's going to break through the surface of the ground to become this incredible, beautiful being of shade. The pressure is also from the ground within us, and it's breaking out and saying, oh no, I know who I am, and that I am you are. Under pressure, we all are one, and one are all, and this I know. I'm going to sing the end of this incredible anthem. My friends Michelle and Leah Marriott, two sisters in Annapolis, know I really love this song. I've done karaoke with it with my nephew and his wife's son, Davey, and I. It's really hard to sing all the voices. But remember these final words that Freddie wrote. 'Cause love's such an old-fashioned word, and love dares you to care for the people on the edge of the dark, and love dares you to change our way of caring about ourselves. This is our last dance. This is our last dance. This is ourselves under pressure. Before we go into a quiet meditation, Freddie said, 'cause love's such an old-fashioned word and love dares you to care for the people on the edge of the night. They're not just in the bomb shelters, they're the ones who are bombing. Our compassion must be for all beings without exception, and that takes a tremendous strength, which you have. because you're the miracle. That's why we're here. The ones at the edge of the night don't know. Or they are in what we call a state of ignorance. They just fell asleep and forgot. And the dream becomes a nightmare. So we would say, the people on the edge of the night, yeah, we're going to love all beings without exception on all sides, especially those who are determined to murder because they need our love the most. And those who are feeling that torture. And we create this circle. Do you feel it? We're taking hands with enlightened beings. Some are in bodies and some are not. And when Freddie says, this is our last dance, this is our last dance, I say, nah. You're going to keep dancing till you get it. Because this presence that we call God is so loving. Even if you fail 1,000 times, come, come, yet again, come. So hang in, hang on, and hang out. And on this note, just take a deep breath. I'll bring you out with a little chant. And let yourself enter into the stillness where I am. Under pressure, we remember the truth. We all are one, and I'm with you. Under pressure, we stand and rise and lift us all in each other's eyes. And so it is. May you remain uplifted, persevering, hanging in, keeping your hand grasped to the feet of the Guru, hanging on, and hang out with the great teachings of all times. They will liberate us all. Thank you.
Joy, for sure. wash over us. We let it be. We let Jesus wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let it be. We let it be.
Thank you. Lynn, thank you. Nellie, wow, that was fantastic. I always expect something amazing from Nellie, and she always exceeds that. Okay, now is the time to welcome new guests. I don't see anyone in the sanctuary for the first time, but if there's anyone out there, you can go here to our website and tell us who you are. If you give us your email, we'll send you a great newsletter. And now is the time in our service for our gifts and offerings. We're a tithing community and rely on tithes and gifts from our congregation. Please know that your presence, as well as the love, time, talent, and treasure that you bring, is a gift to our community, and we are so grateful. There are several ways you can give. If you're in person, feel free to drop your donation in the basket. If you're online, you can scan the QR code, or you can visit celebrationcenter.org and click on the Give button. You are also welcome to mail your gift in and can find our address at celebrationcenter.org. And now, please read the giving affirmation with me. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And now my husband Harrison is going to come up to bless the gifts.
So after that lovely talk, we know that we are one. And everything that we give to ourselves. So together, we open our hearts and we bless these gifts to thy use, to the use of this congregation, and to the light and love that will be fulfilled through them. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And together we'll say, and so it is.
Thank you, Harrison. You can always depend on him for our prayer. Okay, let's see. Oh, announcements. For announcements, next week is our board meeting and also a pop-up choir. That's next Sunday. And the week after that, the first Sunday of the month, is our healing circle after service. And now, that's our announcements. So I invite you to stand and sing along for our last song. Did you have an announcement that we need to tell the whole community? Well, maybe afterwards we can, okay?
When is New Member Sunday? I thought that was supposed to be next week.
Oh, maybe it is. New Member Sunday is next week. Thank you, Joyce. And Robin is our new member. Yay. New Member Sunday. So I invite you to stand and sing along for our last song.
do Ricky Byers Celebrate, and we're celebrating you today. So let me just get this. So if you're able to stand and sing with us, please join us in this beautiful song. There is a light inside of us all, and I don't know if you know there's a light that is so bright. I just thought I'd tell you there is a light inside of us all, and I don't know if you know there's a light that is so bright, and it's time to celebrate, celebrate. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Come on, celebrate, 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 celebrate. There is a light inside of us all, and I don't know if you know there's a love that is so strong. I just thought I'd tell you there is a love inside of us all, and I don't know if you know there's a love that is so strong, and it's time to celebrate, 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 celebrate. Come on, celebrate, 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 celebrate. There is a joy inside of us all, and I don't know if you know there's a joy inside of us all. I just thought I'd tell you there is a joy inside of us all. And I don't know if you know there's a joy inside of us all, and it's time to celebrate, 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 celebrate. Come on, celebrate, 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 celebrate. Woo!
Love Reverend Ray with the pink suit for Easter. He is an amazing, wonderful being. Okay, please say after me, I am hanging in to the sanctuary that I have built within me of all the teachings all that I have learned and studied. I am hanging on to the higher love that I know is there, to the joy and beauty and bliss of the teacher. Sorry, I'm not doing it. And I'm hanging out with my spiritual community, past, present, and future, of all teachings and beings that have come before me, that are with me now, and that will come forward in the future. And so it is.